Star Wars The High Republic Adventures Volume 1. This is another High Republic review. Now, if you don't know what the High Republic is, this is a new line of Star Wars books that was launched this year. And every single one of the books I've reviewed, along with all the comics. And if you'd like to see all those reviews, check them out now. I reviewed the manga, all the books. I reviewed Light of the Jedi, The Rising Storm, Into the Dark, Out of the Shadows, Test of Courage, Race to Crash Point Tower, all the books. And I reviewed them all the day they released, except for this one. I was a day late with this one, but I got this one. Usually I actually get these a day early in the mail, and I'm able to read through them. This time I did not. I got it actually on the release day, so I'm a little bit late for that reason too. And yeah, this is a good book. Now, what you need to know about this as a comparison, I'll pull out my. So here's High Republic Comics Volume 1. Okay, so these are very different. Because what this is this is the main line of comics. This is for just like adults, teenagers, that kind of audience. That's what this comic's made for. Not to say that kids couldn't read this. It's not that difficult to read, but there are darker elements that happen to it. It's not, for the younger audiences in the sense that that's who it's aimed at. It just kind of tells its story, and that's kind of what this is. You can get this for $14. This is the paperback. There are no hardcovers of these. I think we could get hardcovers, but a lot of Star Wars books are only released paper covers. So just keep that in mind. This was $14, and and it's got a different art. It's got a little bit of different art style. Look at this. You got characters being ripped apart, things like that in this image. I'm not gonna give some major spoilers or anything for that book. I did a review on that, right? But what you need to understand about this is cheaper. Okay, this is $12 for this. This is that was at pre-order price. You might be able to get it for $10. I don't know, but this book is basically there's a line of Star Wars comics called Adventures. Now, Adventures is a very strange line of Star Wars comics because they're kind of for the younger audience as a way of like, if you were going to get a kid into Star Wars comics, you start with the Adventures because they're pretty simple. And also, no Adventures comics really have ongoing stories for the most part. They might contribute to ongoing stories, like the Clone Wars one that they put out. But for the most part, they're books that are very self-contained. And I think that's, in the sense, that's because they're aimed at, younger kids, right? So, like me, I go out every single week and I buy the latest issues. Kids aren't kind of like that, they kind of, when you think about younger kids, they're probably not going to be able to do that as much. They don't have money, things like that. So what these comics are for is for kids to be able to read the comics and it be easy for them to access it, and there not be that many issues that are ongoing. You're not going to have a 20 ongoing series. This is the first really ongoing series, right? Because we are getting a volume 2. It's already been announced, of the High Republic Adventures. And as someone who read this is a good comic. And I think it's better than most Adventures comics because, these books right here, right? These are aimed at a younger audience. And I basically feel the same about this as I do these, where yes, these are aimed at a younger audience, but an older audience could read them and still get things out of them. And they do add to the High Republic lore and the universe and things like that. It does do all that. But you do have to keep in mind who it's aimed for, right? Because it's not going to be on the same level as the other High Republic books and comics. But it is going to be a fun read and you will enjoy it. Just not as much as the others, right? That's where we're at with this comic, and that's the way I feel about it. I will say I like this art a lot in this book. I think the art is great here. I think I enjoy it more than the other comic I just showed you a minute ago. I think this book looks fantastic. And this is a very quick read because there isn't that many pages to this. It's aimed at younger audience. You don't want to make, if you're gonna write a book for younger audience, you want to be too long. You don't want to have too many pages. It's concise. It's to the point. Very good stories though, and I would recommend this. I think it's great for younger audiences. If you want to get younger audiences into these High Republic books or Star Wars comics, here you go, Volume 1. Bam, throw it right in front of them. They'll like it, I think. But, I think this is I think the High Republic line is going great. We have one more comic coming out this year. And then that is going to be the end of the High Republics for this year. Now, of course, we have more coming out in January, and February, March, April, all that for the rest of the year, basically. But in terms of the ones coming out this year, we have Volume 2 of this right here, which I will definitely be pre-ordering. And then once we have Volume 2 out, we're basically finished with High Republic books for the year of 2021. Of course, we have more coming out in 2022. But so probably by the end of 2021, I will have be doing a retrospective talking about the High Republic Wave 1 as a whole, or Year 1 of the High Republic, because this is an initiative that Lucasfilm started for Star Wars. It's a big deal, and I kind of want to do a retrospective talking about what all this means and kind of where we're at, because I think they've done some really great things in terms of putting all these books out. We have so many books here. I am looking at 6. Yes, let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When the other book comes in the mail, 8 different books that all released this year. That's pretty impressive, and I think that it's something of praise to be, talked about. 8 different books that were all just started this year, and they're all good. I read every single one of them. I reviewed every single one of them, and they're all good. So, you guys can let me know your thoughts, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys next time.